Thailand's king has officially endorsed Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha's cabinet, paving the way for a return to civilian rule after the election in March. Mr Prayut will also hold the defence portfolio, and this comes a day after he ordered an end to military rule. Mr Prayut ended restrictions on the media and transferred cases from military to civilian courts, but he kept sweeping powers for security forces. And for more insight into Thailand's transition to a civilian government, we're joined in studio by Dr. Punchada Sirivunnabood, visiting fellow at the ISEAS-Yusof Ishak Institute here in Singapore.
Good evening, Punchada. Good to see you again here in the studios, and thank you for coming in today. All right, so we've got a new cabinet now. What can we expect to happen?
Well, it's really interesting at this moment because this is the first time in Thailand that we have the coalition parties, more than like 10 parties. We're going to have like about 19 political parties at this time. And even in one ministry, they can have like two or three ministers came from different political parties. The important thing that how can, the minister going to handle all the different, deputy minister from different political party. This is really important and really interesting moment for the Thai politics.
And so the cabinet lineup, you've obviously seen who they are. Any surprises there or any controversial names in any controversial positions?
Well, yes, some of the important position is the Ministries of Defense. Now the Prime Minister going to control this ministry by himself, and another, the former Prime Minister, the former Ministers of Defense now become only the Deputy Prime Minister. This is important because this guy, the Deputy Prime Minister Prayut, he's kind of control the politics of Thailand, but now his powers kind of a little bit lesser in this new cabinet.
What are the implications of Mr Prayut holding the defense portfolio here?
Well, so basically, Prayut has a really bad reputation about, to become the minister. So I think it's the reasons that Prayut take over this position to make his cabinet, for people to feel like more transparency, become the good government. So that's why this is maybe the major reasons that he removed Prayut to be only the deputy prime minister.
But what are some of the challenges, Mr Prayut faces going forward, in leading the government?
Well, the first thing is the faction within the party itself. There are like more than 10 factions within the Palang Pracharat party, and also the coalition government. As I mentioned, there's too many coalition governments. He has to handle the conflict within his party himself, and he also has to handle with the coalition government. And now, we're trying to push forward the economic developments of the country. If he still has to handle conflict within the cabinet and the government, he will have a hard time to push forward all the policy to improve the economic developments of the parties.
Punchada, on Tuesday, Mr Prayut officially talked about the end of military rule. So the military uniforms, they're now gone. But practically speaking, what can we expect to change?
Well, at this moment, it seems that all the rules going to be gone, but actually it's still there. Like in a lot of people's freedom, they still be controlled by the Article 44. Military still have the power to detain people in their house without really notice them. And some other freedom of expressions, the media freedom, are still a little bit be controlled. But I believe that, by the end, or maybe in the next couple of weeks, all the Article 44, all the regulations under this article will be end, and they have to end all this because it's the roadmap of the politics of Thailand. After we have the real cabinet, the real government, or the Article 44 has to be gone.
Punchada, thank you very much for coming into the studios to share your insights on this with us. We've been speaking there to Dr. Punchada Sirivunnabood, visiting fellow at the ISEAS-Yusof Ishak Institute.